clean cut, simple, classic camera bag, and I like it a lot. Hello, welcome back to Classics with a Quirk, where I talk about contemporary and luxury designer items and brands with a touch of silliness. If this is the kind of content that you find interesting, please do like this video and subscribe for more of it. Thank you. Here it is. Here is my beautiful YSL Mini Lou camera bag in this gorgeous dark beige color. I unboxed this previously on my channel a while back, and I wanted to give an updated sort of review. I wanted to show you some pros and some cons that I found about this bag, as well as some what fits and some mod shots. The first thing I want to say about this bag is I really like it. I am actually surprised by how much I like it, because I knew that I liked it. I liked it when I unboxed it in the green all that time ago, and it's a great size. It fits a lot, really. I'm kind of excited to show you what does fit, because it's a lot. And it's such a good bag. It's so cool, cute, casual, can be classy, and especially with this nice gold hardware with the chain. And I really like it. I've talked to several people who have bought this bag since I spoke about it on my channel, since I did the unboxing, and they've all really liked it too. So I really appreciate everybody who's told me that they've purchased something on my recommendation and then how they feel about it. That's always super nice, especially if you like the item. If you don't like the item that I've recommended, I do apologize, but for the most part, it seems positive. So, you know, there you go. I will link a couple of websites down below, by the way, that I found that sell the Mini Lou for a little bit less than current retail. Before the price increase YSL had at the end of 2021, these bags were $11.90. They went up by $200. I do still feel that they're kind of worth it at $1,400-ish, but I would recommend trying to get it for a discount if you can. Anyway, yes, so this is my bag. I think it is very pretty. It is this dark beige color that YSL generally calls dark beige, with the aged gold hardware. And this really nice, very hefty chain. This chain has some weight to it. It actually is a pretty heavy metal chain. It's got this tassel here, which I originally wasn't a huge fan of, but now actually kind of like. I think it's cute. And the tassel is attached to the zipper pull, and then it is lined with black inside. I haven't taken the card slots out of that particular card holder, but it's lined in black. It is leather lined, and it just has Saint Laurent Paris stamped in here, and then the code over here, and then there's a little slip pocket in the back here, which I don't really use. It's, you know, good for receipts, basically. It is in this chevron quilting. I do like the chevron pattern. I've talked about that a number of times on my channel, and it is in the YSL pebbled leather. They're you know, grained pebbled leather that is kind of like any pebbled leather. You know, Coach has a pebbled leather, Chanel has a pebbled leather. Chanel's pebbled leather is called Caviar. So this is the YSL grained, I think it's grained de poudre, something like that. The pebbled leather, anyway, it's the grained calfskin. And then there is also a little bit of leather here on the strap. So it has the leather bit on the strap here. And that's it. It's a pretty simple bag. It's a pretty clean cut, simple, classic camera bag, and I like it a lot. So there isn't a whole lot that I have to say sitting down about the bag, besides it fits a lot. I think it's cute. I think it can be dressed up and dressed down and be casual or classy. Like, I think this is a very versatile bag. I would say that this is a pretty good bag to kind of start out a luxury collection, or to, you know, add to a luxury collection, because if you want to add a camera bag like I did, great, good job, me. Very happy with it. But also, if you're just starting out a luxury collection and you want a bag that really can do a lot, I think a camera bag is a good starting point, because it does fit a decent amount. It can be dressed in a variety of ways, as I keep saying, and it's a good staple bag. It's a good staple bag, and you can use it for a variety of occasions. So yeah, I do think it is a great style, and I think that you can't really go wrong with YSL for this price point and what you get in terms of quality. So I do want to say, and I mentioned this a couple times before, YSL is not Chanel. It's not. They both have grain calfskin, but they're different houses, they're different brands, different price points, and different leathers. So this is not really comparable to like a Chanel bag of the same sort of style, make, and shape, because Chanel does do camera bags, but this is not the same. I don't consider them the same, and I don't really compare the two in terms of being on equal playing fields. Buy YSL if you like YSL. That's what I do. I like it, so I buy it. I think that the logo is very pretty, and I like the history and the heritage of the brand. So just saying, wow, I look really mod today. That's fine, that's fine. So now that I've shown you kind of an overview of the bag, I want to do the mod shots and then the cons, because I already think I mentioned basically the pros. I want to show you the cons of the bag, and those are best done standing up while I'm wearing it, because that helps me properly demonstrate the cons that I'm talking about. And then I'm going to do the what fits portion. So I'm going to just turn the camera around and do the mod shots now. So this is the bag on the shoulder, and I think that it hits me at a really good spot. I have this on just, you know, the one shoulder drop length. I'm going to show you it crossbody in a second, but this is where it hits me, and I think that this is a really good spot for it. It's really easy to access and zip and unzip, and I like it, and I wear it on the shoulder kind of most of the time. I still do crossbody it for convenience sake, and I like that, but I really like how it fits here. For reference, by the way, I am 5'7", approximately 140, 145 pounds. So this is kind of what it looks like, somebody of my general shape. And also for the crossbody portion, which I'm going to show you now, I also am quite flat chested. So this is obviously going to hit different if you have a bigger chest than I do, a larger bust. But for someone who is fat chested, this is about where it hits. And so I'm going to just show you up here. So it hits me kind of right at the top of my hip. Like this is my waist and this is my hip. So it hits me right at the hip. And I think that that also is a pretty good drop. I really like it. Again, it's pretty easy to open and close, reach in and reach out, and reach in and reach out, reach in and grab what you want, and zip and unzip. So I like it. I think that this is a pretty good, well-rounded drop length for both crossbody and on the shoulder. However, the cons. Now I just want to really quick mention this because this is something that I do want to tell you in terms of the usage of this bag. First of all, when you zip and unzip this bag, if you'll notice here, the chain is attached on either side. So this is on the front here and then on the back. So, or on the back and on the front. So it's two-sided, so it sits up this way, which makes sense because it was both on one side, it like fall forward or fall back. So this distributes the weight better, but it does mean that when you try to zip it or unzip it, it can kind of get caught on the zipper. So you see here, if I'm unzipping it, it can get caught on the zipper here. And that's just something that you have to be cognizant of when you unzip it, because when I first got it, it did get caught quite a lot, but now that I have had it for a while, I'm just aware that when I unzip it, I just have to like be aware of where the chain is and it doesn't get caught, and I have no problem. But it is just something to keep in mind. I've also heard from some people that the zip can be kind of sticky around the corners, or the rounded edges rather. Bags and Bunnies had one of these a while back, and she said that her zipper was really sticky. And I don't have that problem, but that probably varies from bag to bag. If you do get a sticky zipper, it's not all the bags, so I would recommend just exchanging it if you can, because you shouldn't have to deal with a sticky zipper because they don't all have sticky zippers. Mine is totally fine. The other thing I do want to mention though is, and this is the most annoying thing about this bag, not enough to be a deal breaker in any way, shape, or form, but definitely the most annoying thing is, I'm going to show you a close-up of the chain again. You see how the chains are connected just with a little D-ring and loop here? So that means that they don't swivel, okay? They can't swivel around, so they'll get stuck. So sometimes, more than just sometimes, you're picking up the bag and the chain will get like looped around a couple of times or get twisted, and it gets really, really stiff. You'll see that here. It gets really stiff and then it twists and kind of is really annoying to deal with. And there's no, swivel on the D-ring here. So the only thing you can do is just hold it and untwist it and untwist it and untwist it until it lies flat again. And so sometimes if I'm picking up the bag and throwing it on my shoulder, I won't notice that it's gotten like a twist in the chain. And then instead of being able to swivel the D-ring around, I have to just like fiddle with the chain until it lies flat in a way that I'm comfortable with. So those are the two main cons, the zipper and the non-swivel chain. The zipper I don't mind at all, but I do wish they had added the swivel to the chain, just because then it would have been much easier to adjust in that capacity and probably a little bit less cumbersome to deal with if it does get twisted up. But again, not a deal breaker, and I do like this bag and think that it's very cute. So now it's time for the what fits portion. I've assembled a variety of items to show you what does in fact fit inside this bag, and it's a lot. Like, I was actually pretty surprised by how much fit inside the Mini Lou camera bag, and so I'm gonna just show you a variety of different options for what does in fact fit inside. So let's just open the bag here, and again, see that no problem with that zipper, and it's just a black hole inside. And so first things first, I'm gonna put in my phone, well, the prop phone. This is an iPhone 6s Plus. It is absolutely enormous, and it has a pretty large case on it, so that just fits there no problem. There are plenty of space. And let's say we have a leftover, so card holder that is pretty stuffed, that goes in also no problem. Keys, this is Louis Vuitton clay, goes in fine. And then say we want a lipstick. This is a Laura Mercier lipstick, and I believe rose mauve, yep. So that can just fit in on the side. And what if we want like a pack of tissues too? We'll just stick that on top. And honestly, there's some room to spare. You could put a couple more like lip products in here, maybe a fragrance, and zip it shut. No problem, no bulges. There you go, absolutely fine. All right, so say you don't need all this stuff. You don't need the recto verso at all. You have a giant phone, but you have a card holder instead. So card holder goes in, pack of tissues go in, lipstick goes in fine, keys, and there's so much room left. Like there's plenty of room here. So what if we also took, you know, a wall charger and a cable? It just sticks on top here. That fits perfectly fine. A little bit messy, but what do you want? Zips up no problem. Let's change out the card holder for a Chanel snap button card holder, flap card holder. You know, that goes in. Phone, keys, wallet, lipstick, and in fact, let's also add a travel hand lotion that just pops in on the side right here, or pops in on top right there. And, you know, hand sanitizer, stick it next to the lipstick, or pop the lipstick on top. All good. And again, that zips up fine. So we had the lipstick, we had the hand lotion, we had a hand sanitizer, we had the Chanel flap card holder, we had the Louis Vuitton clay, and we had our giant phone. But wait, you say, what about the mini pochette? Can the mini pochette fit in the YSL Mini Lou camera bag? Well, yes, pretty easily actually. So first of all, let's just show you what's in this mini pochette, because I do want it to be relatively full. You don't want to just put a flat mini pochette in for demonstration purposes. Otherwise, it doesn't actually show you what can actually fit. So let's see here. So in the mini pochette, I have a Chanel Chance Eau Tendre travel spray fragrance. I really love this scent. It's one of my favorites. I do a lot of layering with Chanel Chance Eau Tendre. This is the Eau de Toilette, and this is the travel spray that it just pulls up and pulls in. Super convenient. Really like this a lot. So that goes in here, and then this is the Chanel like duo lip thing where it's a color, a liquid color on one side and then a gloss on the other. This is actually what I'm wearing today. I'm trying it out. I'm experimenting a little bit, and this is in the color light rose, so that's what's on my mouth. So that goes in there. A hand lotion and then a hand sanitizer in the mini pochette, and plops in pretty easily. So that's a mini pochette inside the Mini Lou camera bag in the event that you wanted to do that. And then say we also obviously want to carry our phone, so phone goes in no problem. Keys, and then a card holder, because I don't think I'm fitting a wallet in with all that. So we have a giant phone, we have a full mini pochette, we have a Louis Vuitton clay with keys in it, and we have a card holder. There you go, absolutely fine. And you'll notice even that it doesn't really even warp the zipper. Like the zipper is straight and even and nice, and no weird bulges. Like, this is a little bit of a brick right now. It's pretty compact, but like, it's great and it fits so much. I love this thing and I so recommend it. And there you have it. That is my little mini review of the YSL Mini Lou camera bag. I think that there's no hiding the fact that I really enjoy this piece a lot, and I don't need to hide it because I am actively telling you that I like it, and I would suggest it, recommend it if this is something that you're interested in. Or if you are on the fence, like, I would say that this is a positive review, all things considered, even the few cons that I mentioned about the chain. Not to repeat myself, but yes, obviously I enjoy it. I really like how it looks. I like this shape, style, what it can fit, and I would not mind having it in a couple other colors, just, you know, now that I've had the one. I do think that having this in a couple of other colors would be fine. It would be really cool and a versatile piece to add to a collection if you wanted to do that. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you enjoyed the what fits and the mod shots, however awkward the mod shots always are. I don't know, if you have any, you know, tips or suggestions on how to make mod shots less bad, I don't think I do a very good job. Please feel free to share in a comment down below if you have any other questions about this bag. Also, please feel free to ask in a comment down below or send me a message on Instagram. I'm always happy to chat with you about these sort of things because that is what my channel is about, talking about these items and sharing them, having discussions and all that sort of good stuff. If you like this video, please do give it a like. It super duper helps the algorithm, and subscribe for more content that helps the algorithm even more. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.